Hello and welcome. I have been through my fair share of things and done my fair share of healing, and I have realized that in this life, like, the most important thing that we can put our time and energy into is ourselves. The most important thing that we can do is heal ourselves and really, dive deep into who we are and figure out why we are the way that we are and figure out who we want to be and figure out how to become that. I believe that each and every one of us are completely capable of being exactly who it is we want to be. With all that being said, I want to get started in just diving into the topic today. The name of this video is, I know you feel hopeless, but I swear it gets better. I really felt like this was an important first video for me to create because I have felt so hopeless before. This is for anyone who's feeling hurt, hopeless, scared for the future, unmotivated, or having a bad day. I've concocted 5 things that can help you just as they've helped me. You just have to be willing to try. Things that you have to be willing to put the effort and energy into. And it's hard because sometimes when we're in this headspace of like, I don't feel good, like I don't feel good about myself, I don't feel good about life, like why would I want to do anything? And you don't want to do anything. But here's the thing is that when you're in this mindset, when you're in this place, you're not gonna want to do anything. The only thing that's gonna get you out of it is by doing the things even though you don't want to. And I know that that's so hard to hear, and I know that that sucks, but it's just reality. And so if you're here watching this video right now, it means that you're actively looking for a way to feel better. I'm gonna share with you 5 things that you could do today, tonight, whatever time it is, to help get you out of this headspace a little bit. We're gonna start with number 1. The first thing that you could do right now is get your space tidy. Wherever you find yourself spending the most time, get your space right. Tidy up your room, clean up your living room. Wherever you find yourself vegging the most, clean up that space. Organize. Make it smell good. Buy yourself a candle. Light it when you're done. Will this cure you? No, but it will certainly spark some joy inside of you. All we need to do for now is spark small hints of joy. Nothing crazy. It's not going to cure you. It's not going to make you magically better to clean up your space. However, it is going to create some kind of contentment or at least satisfaction or a small little something to help get you from nothing, feeling absolutely hopeless, to at least like one step closer to feeling better. And that's all we're trying to do right now, is just get one step closer to feeling better. A clean space is vital for a clear mind. Please, please, please understand that. Second thing that we're going to talk about, make yourself a music playlist. I know this might sound silly to you, but it's actually so important to listen to music. Music brings so many emotions up, and it can be any kind of emotion. It can be happy or sad or excited or crazy or however it is, whatever you're feeling like in that moment. Create a playlist and just take some time to like put together a couple different playlists. One for when you're in a happy mood. All your favorite music that gets you hyped and pumped, and play it when you're cleaning, and play it when you're doing something that you're being active. Whatever it is that you need to play to feel better inside. But also, make a sad playlist too. Sad music, for me at least, is so healing because I think that I have a hard time like expressing emotions sometimes just due to my upbringing. I learned how to suppress a lot of emotions, and I didn't realize that it was through music that a lot of the time I was able to like start feeling sadness and feeling things, and like things were coming up and I would cry. Sad music has been such a healing thing for me personally. So if you create a playlist that's happy, create a playlist that's sad, create a playlist that's for dancing, whatever it is that aligns with you and feels right for you, spend some time and energy on doing that. And it can be very like energy changing. If you play the right song and it hits right with you, it can completely change your mood. If you are playing a song that you love, or playing a song that brings out something in you that can change your current state of mind, just try it. Find the fun in it. I promise you it's going to do something. And like I said with the last thing, it may not cure you. It may not make you 100% better, but we're looking for small sparks of joy here. Small steps to get to a better place. Nothing too crazy. You don't gotta go and sign up for a class and get yourself super uncomfortable and put yourself like that. Comes with time, but for now we're gonna focus on the small sparks of joy that can bring you back to a better place. This third thing is so good because it's literally, I swear, it saved me from so many depressed days. I don't know if it's just me, but I really feel like this is a game changer. Bake something. I know it sounds weird. If you can concoct something and get yourself to bake something delicious, an apple pie, banana bread, chocolate chip cookies, like look up a recipe and start from scratch and build something, create something. For me at least, it really does something for me. We are meant to create. You don't gotta do anything crazy, but like bake something and that could get the ball rolling with creativity. You're working your mind, you are working your thoughts and your brain, and you are putting together something. You are following a process to create something. And in my opinion, that could be taken into real life as well. If you are capable of following a process, having patience, seeing what will come of it, that can be taken into your life as well. Get your mind focused on creating something. I promise when you're done, you're gonna feel so pleased, and now you have a treat. Now you have a delicious treat. That right there is a huge win. Number 4, take a nice, hot, everything shower. And if the girlies are watching this, you know what I mean by everything shower. I mean, we are exfoliating, we are shaving, we're washing our hair, we are deep conditioning, getting out of the shower, and we are lathering in body lotion that smells amazing. We are moisturizing our feet and clipping our toenails, because sometimes when we're in a funk, we let ourselves go a little bit because we just don't have any energy, nothing left inside to put back into ourselves. But you have to find that in you. You have to take care of yourself. If you feel good outside, you are going to feel good inside. Just get yourself feeling right. I know it's hard when you're not in a good headspace to want to take care of yourself. You have to do this. This is so important. Take a hot shower, get your mind right, get yourself cleaned up. Tomorrow, you're gonna feel like a brand new person. You're gonna feel like a brand new person today. But something about waking up the next day after doing your everything shower and just being so clean and feeling amazing, like it gets you started for a brand new day. Accept new opportunities and accept a new life, essentially. Like, we're ready to accept a new life here, people, right? Number 5, we're gonna make a hot cup of tea. We're gonna grab our journals, okay? We're gonna grab our journals, and we're just gonna write down anything that comes to mind. For me, honestly, it's hard sometimes to journal, right? Because like you have so much going on up here. It's like, what do I even say? It helps to look up journal prompts. Like you could Google like good journal prompts. But me personally, when I'm in this really bad funk and I'm in not a good headspace, I just dump onto paper. If you've got to curse, if you've got to like say really inappropriate stuff or just really unleash, do it. Write it on a piece of paper. It doesn't hurt anyone to express yourself onto this paper. All it's going to do is sit there. It's not going to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not going to stress anybody out. Like, it is just you and this journal, and you are expressing and letting out anything that maybe you didn't even know it was there. Maybe you didn't know that you were angry. Maybe you're just numb. Maybe you are just so numb in life right now that you can't even figure out what's going on inside of you because there's just so much noise. Are you overwhelmed in life? Confused about what you want? Scared of the future? Unhappy in your current circumstances? You cannot cure what you are not aware of. As the saying goes, if it's not on paper, it's vapor. We just have too much going on up here to expect us to ever be able to process and sift through all of it and figure it out just by thinking. Because thoughts come and go, come and go, come and go all the time. Like, you are not going to be able to truly get to the bottom of what's going on by just talking to yourself up here. If you are not feeling good, get it out on a piece of paper, and you are going to see how much better you feel. And this is for me too, because I forget sometimes that this is an option. We need to make sure that our journals are accessible to us 24/7. You have to make sure that you have it with you. If you don't want to journal on a piece of paper, you could always journal on your phone. We have notes apps. If you are not someone that likes to write, you're always welcome to use your phone and express yourself through that way. Now, I personally like to pen and paper it because I feel like it expresses more for me, and I just love like actually writing. But everybody's different, so just do what works for you and do what feels right for you. Just to wrap this up, those are my 5 things. So we're gonna go over it one more time. The first thing is get your space right, organize, tidy up. Wherever you're spending your time the most, get it clean. You're gonna feel better. Number 2 is make yourself a playlist, or 2 or 5 or 7 or however many you need to. One that's appropriate for every emotion if you need. There's so much music out there. There's so many playlists that are even already made that you can just look up on Spotify. Bad mood, they have it. Breakup, they have it. Happy, they have it. They have so many options for playlists. Or if you want to make your own with your own music, do that too. I love it all. Number 3, bake something delicious, okay? I know it might sound silly, but creating something is going to get the ball rolling, okay? Creating something physically before you, getting your hands dirty, getting your mind thinking, getting yourself to follow a process, okay? It's going to get the ball rolling. Number 4 is take a nice hot everything shower. Scrub, exfoliate, smell like a flower, whiten your teeth, do a face mask, do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself feeling right outside so you can feel right inside. And number 5 is make yourself a nice hot cup of tea, whichever tea you prefer. English breakfast, chamomile, green tea, whatever it is that you feel like you want to be drinking. I would recommend, if you're going to be drinking something at nighttime, to drink something that has no caffeine in it, and something that promotes sleepiness. So lavender, chamomile, things of that nature are going to make it to where you will have a better night's rest, rather than something like black tea or green tea, which have caffeine, but you could always get decaffeinated versions of these teas. After leaving my job last month, where I was making quite a bit of money, it was probably the most scared I've ever been. I'm 27 years old. Like, how much time do I have left to like get my career going, to get myself like in a stable place? And so I left my job because I was being very mistreated there. And I'm not going to linger too much on the topic just because I've moved forward from it, but it was extremely hurtful, and I grieved and I was sad because it became a home to me. Because when you work somewhere for so long, you befriend everybody and you get so close to them, and you're there so often that it's literally like your second home. I left so quickly with no time to really process what I was doing. I just knew that I had to leave. So I did. In the first week or 2 weeks, I was a disaster because I tried to jump right into another job, and I just was right off the bat like, this is not going to work for me, because I didn't want to go into like a serving job or something else that was just unfulfilling, because I was asking myself like, okay, yes, I'm making decent money, but what am I doing? What am I working towards? What is this money going to do for me? So luckily I saved up quite a bit the last 2 years that I worked at the job that I did, and so I'm able to take some time right now to really figure out what it is that I want to do. And the conclusions that I'm coming to are essentially that I want to start this YouTube channel and share with people my knowledge and the things that I've learned over the last couple of years. All the pain and all of the heartache and all the sadness and all of the healing and all of the wonderful, amazing things that I've manifested, and all the things that I wanted and got, and all the things that I want right now and I know I'm going to get. You know, I didn't know that those things were so feasible. I can have that. You can have that. We can all have whatever it is that we want, and the only thing stopping us from getting it is ourselves. The only thing stopping you from receiving what it is that you desire is your mindset. And that's a really hard pill to swallow, because if you have to come to the realization and the responsibility that you are the one that's stopping yourself from getting everything that you want, that's a big hit to the ego. We have this protection mechanism that is serving us in a lot of ways, but it's also holding us back in a lot of ways too. So I think that the biggest thing is awareness and bringing ourselves to that. And once you have awareness, then you can really start to dig deep and dive deep into the healing process. I decided that I'm going to make this work. I decided that I am going to build my dream life, because there's nobody stopping me from doing it. I have the means to do exactly what it is I'm doing right now, and there's no reason as to why I'm not capable and that there's so many people who have done it. Like, there's no reason why I can't do it too. There's no reason why you can't do it too. And I want to share my journey, the process of me breaking the pattern, thinking that I need to work a 9 to 5 in order to be stable, and I need to work a 9 to 5 in order to be successful. It's simply not true. And the only reason that I believe that is because that's what my parents and my grandparents needed to do. And so it's generational. I have this generational pattern stuck on me with thinking like the only way to success is to absolutely work your ass off. Even after working your total ass off, you still won't be happy because you won't have your own time. You're not really doing what it is that you want to do. You're just making enough money to survive in this world. I don't want that for myself. My purpose, I believe, is to teach and to share and to show love and show people that you can choose your life. You can be very intentional about what it is that you want to do. And you can do it. We can all do it. I know if you're watching this right now, you might be going through a really hard time, but I want you to listen very closely. I was going through such a hard time. For me to be in the place that I was a month ago, after all the work that I've done over the years, it was a pretty bad place to be in. I didn't think that I could ever go back to that place again. I thought that I was healed enough to know better and to like be able to get myself out of anything. And no, like we are not resilient to life's problems. We are not going to be able to avoid heartbreak and hurt and what other people are capable of like putting onto us. Like we can't be completely resilient to that because we're human beings. And so it's gonna hurt sometimes, and you're gonna grieve, and you're gonna go through loss, and you're gonna go through heartbreak, and it's gonna suck. But you always just have to remember, it's not gonna stay like this forever. It can't. Life is forever changing. It's going like this all the time. So you might be down here right now, but there's gonna be a turning point, and you are gonna start feeling better. And the way for you to really start to feel better is by taking control of your life, of your emotions, not letting it control you, but controlling it. Yes, you're allowed to feel sad. It's actually very, very normal and quite okay for you to feel not good sometimes, because it makes this feel so much better. It makes the happy moments feel so much happier. You gotta feel all of it. Contentment, sadness, happiness, joy, gratitude, loss, grief. It's all gonna come. Prepare yourself for when it does. Use these 5 things to get yourself out of your funk. Allow yourself to feel the sadness, though. Don't push it away. I'm not saying to use these 5 things to avoid your emotions and avoid your sadness. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you are going through it and it's already been some time and you don't know how to get out of this funk, these 5 things are going to change your mood. You just have to be willing to try. You just have to be willing to put the effort in. Everything will always be okay at the end. And if it's not okay, then it's not the end. And that is a very powerful statement. Get yourself back on track. You've got this. I got this. We've got this. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that these 5 tips were helpful to you, and I hope that you take them with you and use them on the days that you really need it. And I hope that you share this with someone that you know is going through a hard time, or whatever the case is. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed, liked, shared. This is gonna be a new thing for me, so I'm diving in. No holding back. We're working on our dream life here. We're building our dream life here. And it starts with making uncomfortable and hard decisions. It's only uncomfortable for a little while because the discomfort eventually becomes our new normal. And so while I'm in this process of like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know what I want. And so that's all that matters right now. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to sit here with me. There's going to be so much more to come, so please make sure to subscribe. We are going to be talking all things personal development, spirituality, just feminine power, empowerment, love, light, happiness, joy, healing. It's all here. And if you need more of that in your life, then come join me. We're going to have a good time here. So I love you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and a wonderful life.